Hello, my name is Joe Pettit, and this is the Game of Life in Mips assembly. When we start the program, it'll generate 512 random cells onto the screen and then start the Game of Life. This is the Game of Life running. It'll run for 10,000 cycles of cell updates before the program stops. It'll also do a check if there are 0 cells on the screen, then the program will stop. Taking a look at the code, there are 3 main functions, 4 if you include main, that control the whole program. Main starts, let's back up. There are 2 displays. There's the main display that you saw in the old state. As the program runs, it'll fill it up with the 512 random cells, and then it passes the display into the cell evaluator function. The cell evaluator function will take the display, check all of its neighbors, and then update the old state. And it will also have the color for comparison. And then it goes to the next function, which is the update display. That just transfers the old state into the new state. Taking a look at the functions, here is they fill random. This is a truly random cell generation. I use the system time to generate a seed to then generate the random number. This will generate it and then add it into the display. If a cell is already populated, it will move on and regenerate to another cell location. And then under the cell evaluation, this up here is just a map to understand under the which cell I'm referring to under N1, 2, 3. These are just the neighbors. There is border checking, so if a cell is along the edge, top, any of the panels or the corners, it will treat all the cells that are off screen as dead cells, and so it won't regenerate outside or cross over the boundaries. And then this is all the logic for checking the cells. When we come down, this is the logic that will decide whether a cell is dead or alive for the next cycle. And then in the update display, this method is probably the simplest, where it just loops through the entire old display, updates the old state to the new state, and then displays it onto the screen when it returns back to main. That is the Game of Life by James Conway and Mips Assembly. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you have any questions.